Hello and welcome to the Quebec channel. I am Jason, your host, and I'm outside with what is actually my primary computer these days. It's a Steam Deck. It's connected to a portable monitor at the moment, wireless keyboard, a Logitech K380, and a Logitech mouse. It's got my gamepad over there. I can play any game that the Steam Deck can play on the screen. I'll show you that in a bit. And my camera is my phone. How much electricity does, now if you read the title, you know, and you probably don't believe me, this entire system is running about, let's just check, I'm just going to turn, it's running at 19 watts at the moment. Let me show you that. 1920 watts. What the two cables from there come from, one going to the main screen there, one going to the Steam Deck. I have got a system here that's running 20 watts. And that's with we've got to remember I'm running OBS. OBS is recording all of this. So it's not idling. My system isn't idling at the moment. It's actually doing a log with me. I'm got everything connected like that. So the funny thing is if I turn off OBS, it drops down to about 14 watts. And that's with me having multiple. I mean, this isn't a clean system at the moment. This has got Discord running on it. It's got about, let me just check, I think 12 tabs open. Yeah, 12 tabs open on my Brave browser. And Steam is in the background doing some downloads. And this system is running 19 to 20 watts. That's almost less than an LED light to light a room. And this isn't a gimmick. As anybody who's seen my videos recently, when I go upstairs, I plug this system into my two big monitors and my keyboard and mouse, and it goes up to about, I would say about 50 watts there. 50 watts with the two big monitors. One of them's a 4K, no, 2K, sorry, it's a 2K 32-inch and a 1080p AOC monitor. They're not the most efficient ones you can get. I mean, this one here runs at about 6 watts on its own. It's crazy good. But the upstairs, so I just plug this into its dock upstairs, connect it to everything. Bingo. I use it for my email, I use it for browsing, for Discord, playing Star Trek Online, playing other kinds of games that will run fine on it, or maker games. And it is an amazing desktop. It isn't a gimmick, it works. I've got an external drive that I can connect to it. It's got 4 terabytes of space on it that I can put stuff on. And apart from that, this runs completely silently most of the time. And I'm just amazed at what you can do with this. See, the whole point of this is, for me, this is a lifeline. With my disabilities, with my autism and that, technology is my part of my therapy. So having this all able to be working so easily. I mean, if you wonder about these, how I power all these get charged. These get charged off my solar panels. Now that solar panels charges this solar battery generator that you saw here. This goes into the shed at night and gets charged there. But I could basically, even in the winter, there is enough sun heating my 3 solar panels there. Those solar panels are not in the best place. They don't get hit by the sun a lot because there's big walls around where I live, houses around, so not ideal. But I get enough to charge that up to full, to charge another battery up to full, and to basically, if the worst case scenario happened and I lost power, or I ran out of money and couldn't afford electricity, would still be able to run this entire system just off solar. In fact, I could run 3 or 4 of these systems off solar. I can run this, I can charge my phone and everything, but you are looking at a system that, even with OBS going and doing the encoding, that kind of thing, for this video to be uploaded, it's only using at a maximum 20 watts. And to me, that is fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing that we can do that in this day and age. I mean, this all came to me back when I first had a Steam Deck, because this is my third Steam Deck. I had two and I got rid of them and tried other different things. But I always went back to the Steam Deck because it's so reliable. I mean, the ROG Ally and all the others are nice. They're more powerful than that, but they use more electricity, and even most of the more powerful ones, if you limit them to 15 watts power for the CPU, and that's the ideal thing for the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck usually gets 15-watt power on anything out there. And so when I first started, I realized, why am I spending thousands of pounds on a gaming rig when most of my stuff will run on a Steam Deck? Why am I following this trend of buying the new tech every year, the new graphics card every year, when a system like this can do 90%? And so me changing over to the Steam Deck has been an evolution over time, because I do love building big computers. I have to admit that I love building big computers. I've been building them since 1992. Since 1992, I've been building computers. I love putting together new builds and that. And even now, I have put together upstairs what I call an eco build. That build is going to be the add-on to this. See, I'm getting rid of my big PC. My big PC is turned off in the living room. It's got a 7900 CPU, really nice CPU. It's got ProArts A670E motherboard. It's got 64 gigabytes of fast DDR5. It's got 18 terabytes of storage in M2s and SSD. It's got a 3090 in it. And I'm much more happy playing on this. I don't turn that one on anymore. I'm selling it to a friend of mine, so I can build what I call my eco PC. This is going to be my primary gaming system, but this can't do certain things. It can't do VR, and VR is part of my treatment. So I have to have a unit that can run my index. So I've decided to go full Linux, and I built an eco build that has got 8700G CPU, which is an APU got built-in graphics, 64 gigs DDR5, and then eco-based nice little motherboard. And that's going to be the primary build it's going to be more powerful than this, but still low power. I'm also going to put a 9070 XT in there, because the 9070 XT, very good thermals, and actually can idle at about 30 to 15 watts, which is really nice. So when I'm not doing stuff, or when stuff can be done I'll set up the system so it prioritizes the APU and only uses the big boy inside the system for when things won't work. So yeah, this is what I will be doing from now on. The nice thing about having this as my primary PC is this. I can unplug this and go and sit on my swing seat over there. I can put it in my backpack when I go out on my mobility scooter. If I have to go into hospital, I can take this unit, and I'm not taking an alternative to my main desktop. I'm taking my desktop with me for any situation. That makes me feel so much better, helps with my autistic side when I start to wake up at 3 o'clock and think, what about this? What about this? What's missing off this system? So, yeah. This is I always like checking as well, a 19 to 20 watt, fully functional, desktop, portable, use it in my backyard, use it in my house. The thing is, you don't need a big power generator to run this. I can run it off a basic battery bank for a phone. Because most battery banks for a phone these days are like 30 to 60 watts they can output. This entire system is only using 20 watts. Get a day's use out of one of those battery banks with this functional, usable gaming system. I'm going to play some games on it now. I would never try streaming on it because there is limitations to it. It does have. I have streamed certain games on it, but you can overload the encoder because it is a Steam Deck, and you've got to measure your and quantify and limit your expectations. I can't stick a AAA game going with full graphics and that on it, but then again, that never bothered me. I'd rather have 30 FPS stable with very few 1%ers than try to reach 60 FPS. And for a lot of the games I play, 30 FPS is fine. So, take care of yourself, people. Bye bye for now.